live on Channel 1 TV with me, Confidence Akaponi. On this program, we shall be discussing exclusively everything about aviation and tourism. We shall be scrutinizing government policies. We shall be putting Ghana's tourism industry on the world map. And we shall also be serializing some of the major tourist destinations in the country. So today, we are looking at branding Ghana as the tourism destination in Africa. Branding Ghana as the tourism destination in Africa. Ghana is endowed with many tourist destinations, many major attractions. But how well are we branding ourselves? How well are we packaging ourselves for the international world to appreciate us? The question is, have we done enough? And at the wake of the coronavirus, what are we doing so that when things get to normal, we will come out forcefully to compete with other major countries in terms of tourism and aviation? I have with me in studio today a great personality, someone who has been in the industry for many years. She has worked with major companies both in Ghana and outside the country. She started her career with Ghana Airports Company Limited. She then followed up to work with Kenya Airways Limited. She is the PRO and founding member of African Tour Operators Alliance Ghana. She was the PRO for Hotel, Catering and Tourism Institute, HOTCAT, working under the Ministry of Tourism. She is the CEO of Montage Travel Limited. She holds masters in international hospitality and travel management. She is a great networker. She is an award winner, 40 and 40 achiever. Okay, with me in the studio today is Radia Adama Saani. Welcome to the show, Radia.
Thank you, Confidence.
What impressions do you make so far about Ghana's tourism industry?
We are improving, looking at things and comparing things to 10 years ago. Things are really getting much better in Ghana, and of course, infrastructure is also getting better under this current government. Because when it comes to tourism, tourism is not all about just ecotourism, or let's say heritage tourism. It's also about people traveling to your country and feeling comfortable, feeling secured to be in your country. And the choice or the interest of travelers these days has lots of diversifications. So people do not really concentrate too much on the beautiful mountains they are going to have a look at in a specific country, or the waterfalls they are going to have a look at. Ghana will concentrate a lot on ecotourism. But if you observe worldwide, almost everybody has got those kind of monumental or natural resources in their country. So for anyone to have holidays in another country simply means that the person just wants to even feel proud traveling to a specific country.
Okay, so to be talking about infrastructure development, what exactly should we do? Which areas should we improve upon to be able to attract people? Because basically when people come into the country, they need to move around, and there are so many things that come to play if they should feel comfortable in the country.
You're absolutely right. Every traveler would like to go to a country where the country has easy access to every destination. First of all, Ghana, we need to improve more on our internal transport system. So it's much easier for tourists to be able to move around or even move from one city to the other easily. Right. And second thing is technology. We are doing better, we are doing well in terms of technology, because almost every corner of Ghana now when you go, you have access to internet facility and all that. But all the same, we've got to improve better on it, like simple things like the use of machines, ATM machines and all that, and what's the name of the card that you make payment easily with cards and all that. Now let me just give you one typical example. There was a tourist that arrived from US in the evening and hadn't gotten his hotel yet. I think that the person never really contacted a travel and tour to actually make the arrangement. He thought he would just get to Ghana and find everything that easy. Okay. Hadn't gotten his hotel yet, didn't have internet facility at that very moment, and came over to Accra Mall to an MTN office to get internet facility, and then they told him they couldn't accept the foreign currency. Now, these are some of the things that draw people backwards. There are some destinations you go, certain basic foreign currencies like the dollar, euro, or pound is accepted everywhere. They will just simply take it, give you the exchange rate, and give you your change back in their local currency. Now, they told him to go and change the money because he had to pay in cedi. There was no Forex Bureau at that time in the evening for him to change. He opted in to pay with card. And a whole service, internet service provider, or let's say telecommunication company, and they boldly told him card was not acceptable there because they didn't even have the machines to facilitate card payments and all that. And he was really frustrated that very evening, just arriving the very first time in a country where just trading was not that easy for him to do. So these are the kind of areas that we need to look at more when it comes to the technological area, not just about the internet facility alone, but the easy access to trading. So everyone wants to travel to a country where, first of all, as I mentioned, he feels safe, there is peace in the country, infrastructure is easy. Infrastructure makes accessibility much more easier. Trading is much easier. And the person would keep coming to that same destination as a holiday, first choice for a holiday destination.
Talking about technology, we are steadily progressing. What other areas in terms of infrastructure development do you think the government should concentrate on in order to improve comfortable access for our tourists?
When it comes to infrastructure, aside advancing in technology, other things that we count are like the tourist attraction, the centers, and also the road networks and all that. So if you can see, there are lots of road projects ongoing in the country, but all the same, government has actually secured an international development funding from the International Development Association, which the rationale is to assist financial and technical areas of the tourism industry in Ghana. So right now, such grant schemes are ongoing for such kind of developments to take place. But nonetheless, that does not stop us from criticizing that. We really need to concentrate a lot more on especially the road infrastructure to such kind of tourist attractions that we have in Ghana. Like you were mentioning earlier, traveling to have a look at Afajatu and all that. It's sometimes it's not easy to get there and all that. Axim is a very beautiful place that we can be very proud of. But traveling there is a bit difficult. But government is working on all those areas to get things much better and make the infrastructural development of Ghana tourism a much better one, because that is what we have to really depend on, aside the market and the branding aspects. Yeah.
Okay, one other issue we all know is the global pandemic of COVID-19.
Yeah.
What has been the impact on the industry as a whole? What are the challenges? What are the real situations on the ground we want to know?
Okay. This, first of all, is a global crisis. And most important, we don't have to keep crying about COVID. I think now, in reality, we have to find ways to go about things despite COVID. You understand? I know that health is very important, but we can't just keep crying about COVID every time, while other areas or other industries are finding ways to go about things. Even today, sports, they've been able to find some ways to get back. and all that. So the same thing is happening with tourism too. We have had many international conferences through Zoom, of course, and all that. And the general conclusion is that this is just the best time to concentrate on domestic tourism.
Okay.
So tourism will not totally die off.
What are the specific things we should be doing in order to encourage people, to boost the confidence of people so that they will begin to see COVID as something that we can live with by observing certain protocols? What are some of the things we should be doing in order to encourage or boost the confidence of your or our customers?
Okay. First of all, domestic tourism simply means a people patronizing their own tourist products in their own country without necessarily traveling outside of their country. So that's the movement from one city to the other and all that. We are glad that majority of the hotels have resumed work now. And some of the challenges that Ghanaians, we are talking about our own country, so let's say Ghanaians face in trying to patronize their own tourist products, it's actually high price of hotels or high rate of hotels, because everyone loves to travel. Everyone wants to discover other regions in Ghana. But there are certain people, they feel, first of all, they have to know someone in a particular region before they can travel there, because it's that very person that can accommodate them and all that. But that's just because our main commercial accommodation centers are just, the prices are just outrageous. Ghanaian, the common Ghanaian feel he can't afford such. So the very important thing we need to start concentrating on now is to reduce the hotel rates in Ghana, guest houses rates in Ghana, and do more of brand marketing within our own people.
Okay, before we talk about brand marketing, you know, the impact has been such enormous that people are looking at trying to make up for the losses they've made. So is it not prudent for them to charge at high rate in order to make up some losses?
You're absolutely right, because I have always said that the hotels have also got their own bills to settle and everything. But all the same, we've reached a point where you need to actually strategize things in a way that it attracts people to get it. It's much easier to make a little than to make zero or to make nothing at all. And so it's aside the hotels, because the hotel is not the only factor you consider when you need to travel. Of course, easy means of traveling. In Ghana, we have the domestic airlines and we have road travel. Now, how many Ghanaians have their own private vehicles that they can move? This is a period we are in which is much dangerous to, get distancing and all that. Majority of people are afraid to travel by public transport and all that. You know, I would love to go and discover OT region and all that, but how do I get there? I can't personally drive all the way to that place. I don't want to be in public transport and all that, and there's no airline that can send me there. So
could it also be the fact that we are not able to project the industry well for people to patronize it?
Not really, but the problem, the main problem is there is something that we lack in Ghana, which we call tourism wholesaling, or let's say tourist product wholesaling. You know, Ghanaian tourism in such a way that we run it, even though it's companies that run it, the tour operators and all that, but it's on individual levels. This company is doing their own thing, this travel agent is doing their own thing, and that is doing their own thing. It makes it more difficult. But if tour operators come together and we have one particular big company that sells of all our tourist products for us in Ghana, then it's much easier. If someone wants to do a Accra City tour, we know that it's this very company alone that can sell the tickets. So the transport is well arranged, everything. Someone wants to discover the Cape Coast Castle and wants to go there. Everything has been pre-arranged by the wholesaling company and all that. Okay. But there's something positive coming up soon. Very soon we'll get to know in the media about ATWA, that is the Africa Tour Operators Alliance,
Okay.
which...
Before you talk about ATWA,
Yeah.
are we missing certain things? As a result, we are not getting people to appreciate what we blessed with, in terms of projecting, in terms of regulation, in terms of a certain company or having an association to take up charge, to regulate the system, to ensure that things are moving according to the regulations, so that people will not do anything as they pleased.
We have the government authority, that's GTA, Ghana Tourism Authority, but of course GTA cannot just handle everything for us. It's up to we, the tour operators, to come together to have our own strong union or association and inform GTA of our priorities and the assistance that we need from GTA in terms of marketing certain destinations in Ghana and getting easy access to such places and getting easy tickets. So the tickets will include the transport, the accommodation, the feeding, and everything in it. So all hope is not lost. Something great is coming up very soon. When ATWA is well introduced in Ghana, it's going to be much easier for domestic tourism to happen in our country.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit
about tourism ambassadors? We have the Miss Tourism and then some the celebrities that are ambassadors and all that. It's good initiative, but because for everything that has been initiated, positive and negatives have been looked at, and definitely once that is out means that the positive outweighs the negative. But to be very honest with you, choosing tourism ambassadors is not the only best thing to do when it comes to brand marketing of a country. When you look at destination marketing, it's a very complex activity, and in brand marketing, actually, we have two main types. We have the organic and the induced marketing, brand marketing. So the organic is about the cultural heritage and the various monumentals and all that is already in a country that people are aware of. Now, the induced marketing is the aspect that you add, the value that you add to those tourist attractions that have already been in the system, and projecting such kind of image or marketing out there to the world. Now, when you look at the tourism ambassadors, well, let's say fine, they use social media to promote and all that, but doing a bigger promotion using social media will be much better than choosing tourism ambassadors. Because the truth is that, let's take Rwanda will continue to be our case study, because we have seen what Rwanda is doing using social media, and you realize that Rwanda markets everything about the country. Every good news of Rwanda is being marketed on their tourism this marketing page. Rwanda has, for instance, when Ghana got the ambulances, for instance, this was a good thing about Ghana for outside world to know that no, this country is getting much more secured in being there. Their health system is getting much better and all that. But when you come to the marketing page for Ghana, you wouldn't see things like that being talked about or being advertised to project the image of Ghana well. So if we really want tourism ambassadors to do a better job for us, or brand marketing in Ghana to go worldwide and get that international attention, then we've got to learn to introduce the induced branding I was talking to you about. Every good news of the country is a form of marketing tourism in the country. Because the more good perception people have about our country, then the more they have the interest to travel to Ghana to come and see.
Is it the case that we don't have more technical people in such strategic positions to be able to come up with these excellent ideas for us to get the international attention?
I can't really talk more about that, because that aspect GTA is handling it, and we believe that at least GTA could be working with the best team and all that. But what we lack more is the destination marketers in Ghana. first of all, you don't just market a country as a whole. You have to choose about 5-6 main tourist regions in Ghana, the top tourist regions in Ghana, because no one travels to a country and wants to actually tour the whole of that country. People travel to a country to just go to one particular city or 2 or 3. So we have to concentrate on the main tourist regions that we can market better in Ghana and handle that. Secondly, we have to do more of the induced marketing in a way that, look at football for instance. Football alone can be a very good brand image for Ghana. Look at the Gold Coast, for instance, even though Ghana is no longer called the Gold Coast. But people knowing very well that Ghana is endowed with such natural resources would just want to travel to that country that was once called the Gold Coast, or travel to Ghana in order to get a very good gold at good price to buy. We need to, when we establish gold markets in Ghana, it's going to be a tourist center, because people will come in there and would like to buy gold, because first of all, they know they will get the gold at very good price and all that. Dubai is also endowed with gold. But when you go to Dubai, definitely you can walk to the gold market to do your trading. You know, someone would easily choose Dubai as a destination just to travel to Dubai, because he feels when he goes there, there's something important he would like to come home with, which is gold, and he can easily get in Dubai to buy. So these are the kind of areas we have to look at in Ghana.
Okay. As someone who has been in the industry for long, you've dealt with people coming in and out of the country. Which regions are on top in terms of what you, the people you have dealt with? You mentioned that we have to select probably the top 5. Right. So based on what you have done, what are your top 5 based on your assessment? Okay.
Actually, the very top one is Central Region. Central Region, especially in the year of return thing. Everyone that came to Ghana made sure that they went to the Central Region to have look at the castles and get the history and everything. So Central Region is at the top. Then Greater Accra Region is second. Of course, every foreigner or every tourist that comes to Ghana, the first points of places is Accra. So that makes it even automatically number 1. But in terms of extra effort to get to know other regions, then Central comes. So we have to concentrate more on Central Region, concentrate more on Greater Accra Region. We need to concentrate more on Northern Region, despite the distance from Accra. But the good news is that the domestic flights are very affordable prices. That now the North is just 1 hour away from Accra, from the capital city. So Northern Region number 3. Volta and Eastern, let's just combine the two together. They share, because you can have a look at the Adomi Bridge, the Akosombo side, then you can easily move to Willie Falls area and all that. So that region, that area is also another one. And then of course Ashanti region, because of the rich cultural heritage in Ashanti region, very beautiful lakes and very great cultural heritage and histories from Ashanti region. So Ashanti region should also have a lot of concentration when it comes to developments of tourism in Ghana. So those are the main 5 that we
are taking a short break. Don't go away. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back from the short commercial break. And my guest is Radia Adama, Saani, who is helping us with discussion today. Radia, talking about branding Ghana as the tourism destination in Africa, which means that we are looking at surpassing other African countries.
Yeah.
Just last year, Sao Tome and Principe, they were able to brand themselves as the center of the world, and that got the whole world trooping in there. We have our own Ghanaians going in and out, having vacations over there, and we have been able to do the year of return, which was a massive and a unique initiative. Now, what should we do next as a country so that we'll be able to get the world coming to Ghana as well?
In fact, talking about center of the world, some of us had that vision for Ghana long ago, just that we didn't have the voices and as at then to talk about it. When you look at Ghana, I'd always, when I was still studying tourism and marketing, hospitality management and all that, both in Morocco and in the UK, I had always said that Ghana's branding should be centered around projecting the image of Ghana being in the center of the world. Because when you look at the Greenwich Meridian, the Tema motorway, it passes directly there. And Ghana is one of the countries that has been identified to be directly at the center of the world. There were many times where I indicated on my Facebook page about brand marketing and all that for Ghana as a destination. And I've always suggested that probably Sao Tome could have even stolen that idea from us one way or the other, who knows. But I had always suggested that using Ghana as center of the world, as our brand image, could fetch us many international tourists in the country. You know, food tourism is there. Yeah. When you look at Ghana, what are the special things that we have in Ghana that other countries don't have? That is what brand marketing is all about. You know, you are trying to rub shoulders with other countries. And so you should always give out that unique message that it's only it can only be found in few countries, rather, aside your country. When you look at Ghana, we can use food tourism to promote us so much. The chocolates in Ghana, the cocoa, Ghana is considered as one of the highest producers of cocoa in the country, and we have very great chocolates in Ghana. People come to Ghana, we ship cocoa to their country, they produce their chocolate, we go to their country, we buy it back to our country. But if, like the Golden Tree chocolate, for instance, there was a time I was suggesting to, sometimes some ideas that we have, when you mention it, it looks not visible, but when you really implement it, it goes a long way to help Ghana. Okay. Let's take the year of return, for instance. If Ghana had produced the Golden Tree chocolates, okay, at the airport, we had some at the airport for only international arrivals, not Ghanaians. And of course, at immigration, one will tell who is a Ghanaian and who is not a Ghanaian. And once the person arrives at the airport, we welcome the person with just that little piece of Golden Tree chocolate. The person would have taken a bite of it, know how tasty and good chocolate it is. The first thing the person would have recommended getting once the person stepped out of the airport would have been the Ghana chocolate. Okay. Now the person will be returning to his country or her country with a pack of the Ghana chocolates. He goes home to share with a family member, and now anyone who hears you are coming from Ghana will request for what? Chocolate from Ghana. You understand? So sometimes tourism is not really about looking at certain impossibilities or certain big things that would move mountains and all that. It's just the basic things that will keep your country's image or name out there. You know, when they came to Ghana, year of return, there was someone that projected, that went out to market shito for us. If you had looked at the video of the shito thing, and it was even mentioned in their international conferences in the US and all that, he was so amazed that such black stew thing, pepper thing was so tasty, and it's something you can keep for several months without it getting even spoiled. You don't have to store it in fridge or anything, and you just keep it in a bottle and it stays with you for several months. It's something that is so amazing when people hear about it, you know. Okay. So food tourism is something we need to promote more in Ghana. Okay. And then brand marketing for Ghana, Ghana is already known to be that peaceful country, which is one of our messages, okay? But making Ghana come see the center of the world, you understand? All these things, and using, as I mentioned earlier, incorporating the football image of Ghana into it. It's time for us to have a tourist attraction or a center that is about portraying the footballers in Ghana that have performed and made international names, Abedi Pele's and all those things. We have a center where people can come and probably, you know, when you go to Singapore and you go to this Sentosa Island and all that, they have the images of certain people there where you can stand to have pictures with them. People will have to travel to Ghana and see
let me chip in
the works of Abedi Pele or something, or the works of Asamoah, where they can just pose and have pictures with them, and it's exciting, you know. So we still have a lot.
You know, Australia, we have just IS Rock. Right. Even though Australia is the hub of kangaroo, but they've branded IS Rock to the extent that day or night, IS Rock is very busy. Now, you mentioned that you posted something on your Facebook wall, and at the time, you couldn't have the voice to talk about it. And probably others who are able to make their case known have been able to project the based on what you've said, could one assume or deduce from the fact that the tourism industry has not received much media attention?
Yes, of course, we've not had enough media attention when it comes to marketing Ghana. Now, the reason I'm saying that is that we don't expect traditional media, international media like CNN, BBC, to keep marketing our country for us. Now, the social media marketing is the best way to reach every single person in this world with the good products or the good tourist products that you have. And so we need to do more in marketing Ghana on the social media. Saying this will so send us back to the Rwanda case. You know, everybody has got to know Rwanda better, see pictures of Rwanda better. That's what we call visual tourism, without yet even stepping there yet. And so if anyone gets any chance today to travel to any West African country or African country, Rwanda is one of the countries the person is going to consider. You understand? So we need more of active and vibrant social media campaigning for Ghana as a tourist destination. We need to do more in that.
Okay. One thing that could possibly be the problem is those of you in the industry probably have not taken the bold step to make a case for the industry, because the media are looking at their rating, program that will draw people toward them, because we have a lot of radio and television stations now. The tourism operators, have you done enough? Have you taken bold initiative enough to project the industry, to draw the media, to give you attention that, look, this is a very viable industry that we need to project?
Sure, of course. One of it is what you are doing right now by telecasting or showing tourism programs on television and all that. That is ongoing, and we, the tour operators, are doing our best. But don't forget that we are business people or we are entrepreneurs. We always want to advertise what would fetch us more money. So that's why we have the regulatory bodies in Ghana, like the Ghana Tourism Authority, which they are doing their best. You understand? They are doing their best in marketing Ghana to the outside world. But we are just insisting that more has to be done. More has to be done, especially when it comes to advertising on social media and all that. I'll keep using the football as one of our main advantages. You know, Rwanda again sponsored an international football club, and Rwanda was written on their jerseys and all that, and they played. Just look at one football match, international football match. How many viewership does it have worldwide? You know, so these are just the ideas that other countries have in projecting their own country, and we could even do much better. It's just about getting, you know, the right people on board with the great ideas, and we always don't have to lay back, and we are all trying to make our country great. If you have ideas, send to the tourism ministry, send it to GTA and all that. And it's something that when they implement, the whole Ghana is going to benefit, or the whole country is going to benefit, because tourism, if we keep performing better in tourism, it can even be our #1 or one of the best, highest revenue generators in the country. You understand? So we all have a role to play in promoting our country. Then again, there's one particular thing that many people have not really noticed. You know, these days, the start of this conversation, I had mentioned that people like to choose destinations that they travel to and feel proud going to such a country. There are some people, they just travel because they want everyone to know, oh, I've been to the UK before. Oh, I've been to the US, I've been to Rwanda before, you know. So that kind of image, we need to create that for Ghana, where people will feel much proud traveling to Ghana. And we have to have certain iconic places in Ghana where when everyone comes, we love to stand there and have a picture. You know, the first time I traveled to Paris, and I was so crazy to get to the Eiffel Tower, or let's say Tour d'Eiffel, just to have my pictures there and all that. I got there and I was like, oh, so this is just it, you know, and you will see millions of people there just to take pictures. So we have to have such iconic places in Ghana as well, where people will feel proud, just come to have pictures there and show on social media. And then the more people show such pictures on social media, the more our country is being marketed, directly or indirectly, even by those who have visited. Yeah.
Before I take your concluding statement, talking about iconic places to take pictures, right here in Accra, where we have all visitors landing here, as first point of contact coming to the country, we have Kwame Nkrumah Museum, but it seems we have not made good use of that monument in terms of maintenance and projecting it. Is it the case that we don't really understand how much the industry worth? Is it the case that we don't understand how much it worth, and we are not able to look at such petty things, but very industrial initiatives, so that people will begin to see the importance of those places?
When it comes to that aspect, I think that this is not really just about governmental initiative or something. It's the individuals and also the tour operators who have to put in much more effort. And it brings me back to the issue of the wholesaling tourist products in Ghana. Now, let's take Accra City Tour, because you are using Accra as an example. And we make a point that the Independence Square, where the structure of the 1957 is written. Now, every tourist person that comes to Ghana and going to have Accra City Tour, the tour operators will make sure that that is included in the itinerary, just to have pictures. So the person goes to stand at the Independence Square with the 1957 written and the Ghana written there and take his or her picture, upload it on social media. His friends and family members have a look at it. Now, if somebody else is visiting Ghana, because a friend has been to Ghana and took picture by that image, such structure, that person will also want to go and stand there and take a picture just to prove that indeed I visited Ghana. Now, bit by bit, that very center is going to become the iconic place for picture taking in Ghana. It's just one example I'm setting. We have the beautiful Adama Bridge. When you stand there, we organized a tour some time ago to Dodi Island, where we had a stop at the Adama Bridge and we had pictures. Believe me, many people had a look at it and could not even believe that was Ghana. So beautiful. Now, when we project such place as the iconic place for having pictures and all that, everyone who comes to Ghana would love to, and it's just about an hour or two drive away from Accra. Trust me, people could would try to just get there to have their pictures and travel back to Accra. So we just have to think about more ideas on how to get our country's tourism going.
Okay.
And we are all glad to play that role, one way or the other, in our own little ways.
Yes, I'm more interested in your conversation. But one thing you mentioned about the 1957 structure. Over the years, we've known Ghana to be Akwaba. A picture a lady took and it became a major brand name for Ghana. And gradually, the Akwaba thing has died off to some extent. As someone who is in the industry, what is the brand image or name that you sell Ghana with? Apart from the Akwaba, what other things that people know as the brand name for Ghana?
Over the years, the brand name for Ghana has been the land of peace. And Ghana is also known for its friendly people. and all that. But as I've already mentioned, there is more brand names we need to discover for Ghana. It's even though Sao Tome is using the center of the world, which I envisaged for Ghana earlier on, there are so many other areas that we can consider in our strongholds and making us a brand name for Ghana. And a lot of effort is being put into that. So bit by bit, Ghana will be well known for so many other things that we have here.
Okay, so as a top producer, what do you have for us as Ghanaians?
In terms of promoting tourism in Ghana and all that. There are three main areas. The technology aspect, we talked about improving upon it and making trading much more easier, making accessibility to tourist destinations much easier in terms of internal transport and all that. But the third point is about the need for a national airline or a national carrier if you really want to do much better than other countries. When you look at all other countries, we look at rubbing shoulders with when it comes to improving upon tourism. There is one thing that we lack as a country, and that is a national carrier. All these countries, when you mention Ethiopia, even our neighboring countries, Burkina Faso, La Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, and all other countries just around us all have their national carrier. There are many tourists that do not want to go through the hassle of traveling to several destinations on transit before getting to the final destination, especially now with the challenge of the COVID that we have to we have to try our best to make traveling much more easier. If Ghana, we do our best to rebirth the national carrier, where lots of people can travel to Ghana on direct routes to Ghana. I think that it's one main thing that would motivate more people to travel to Ghana. Yeah. So improving upon our infrastructure, technology, security, security, transportation, and the national carrier. These are the main things that we have to keep looking at.
I believe this is something every Ghanaian and tourism-loving people will be interested in, having a national carrier. We want to see Ghana Airways back, and I believe the government will see the need in bringing this airline back.
Yeah.
Thank you, Radia, Adama, Saani, the CEO of Montage Travel and Tour Limited, one of the best travel operator companies in the country. And we've been pleased with the ideas you shared with us, the need for us to have a national carrier in order to promote the tourism industry, improved access to technology and infrastructure. I believe that the government and other tourists or tourism tour operators will see the need of implementing these or some of your ideas. And we also look forward to seeing much of you and as we try to project the tourism industry. We look forward to having you back on this show in our subsequent programs. Live on Channel 1 TV on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I remain your humble servant, Confidence Kokwa Kaponi. See you next time. Bye-bye.